Good morning, children. Today we're going to study lesson number 7 from Vistas, Evans Tries an O-Level, written by Colin Dexter. This lesson is all about a relationship between a prisoner and the prison officer. This talks about Evans, whose full name was James Rodrigues Evans. He was a kleptomaniac. Kleptomaniac are people who have the tendency to steal. Even if they don't want a thing, they steal. It's a nature of theirs that they want to steal. James was a kleptomaniac. He was not a violent person. He's very silent. In fact, he was the hero at Christmas plays, and he was kept to himself. He did not interfere in others' affairs also. Now here we come to know that he was called Evans the Break because he had broke open the prison thrice and escaped. And page 72, you may underline that thrice he had escaped from prison, and this was the fourth time that he was in prison. And here the governor of Oxford prison did not want to take any chances, and so there was a tight security, and he was given the innermost cell right at the basement, and there was an officer always watching him. And in the play it is given, in the lesson it is given that he was watched with hawk's eyes. Hawk's eyes means very carefully. Now here the Evans's German teacher comes on 7th June at 8:30 p.m. and they have a conversation. After that the visitor leaves, and two visitors, they come, and in the morning, at 8:30 the next morning, that is 8th June, and one was Jackson, who was a senior prison officer, and one was Stephens, who was recently appointed to the profession. And it is said that they have a conversation, and that time Evans was shaving, and when they saw his razor, they confiscated it also, and in fact they had taken away his nail file also. And Evans was a little irritated, and for a second he showed his irritation, but then everything went on smoothly. And then afterwards he was wearing a filthy hat, and they asked him to remove it, but then he says it was a lucky charm for him, and so the prison officer allows him to wear. Well, hat is not such a big problem, so let him wear it. And he was permitted to wear the hat. And now the 8:45, be very careful about the time, children. At 8:45, Reverend Stuart McLary, page 74, Reverend Stuart McLary, he left his flat, and his flat was situated at Broad Street, and then he proceeded towards Carfax. Now here we come to know that he was carrying a suitcase, a briefcase I should say, a small brown briefcase, a suitcase which contained many things. Children, question can come, what did the suitcase contain? So take your pencils and mark the place. It contained a sealed question paper envelope, a yellow invigilation form, a card from the examination board, a paper knife, a Bible, and a current copy of the Church Times. So these were the many things, six things which the briefcase, you can say the suitcase contained. Now this person, he proceeded towards Carfax and Oxford prison I should say, and the examination was supposed to be for 2 hours, and it was supposed to start at 9:15 a.m. It's 9:15 a.m. and now they have a chat among themselves, and Jackson very seriously he warned Evans not to take any chances, not to try any tricks, because he was being watched, and probably there were maybe a camera fixed or something like that. Anyway, this Reverend S. McClary, he signed his name neatly in the visitor's book, and then they walked towards the D wing, and then McClary was handed into Stephen's keeping. That means Stephen was to look after McClary or take care of McClary now. We end here, and you will read this lesson till page 75, and if there are any queries, you're most welcome to ask me. Thank you.